Every headline screams collapse. Every pundit says America's finished. But listen close. This country doesn't die. It refuses to. From the Great Depression to 9/11 to 2008, we've been knocked flat. And every single time we rose higher than before. America's economy isn't fragile. It's a fighter. It bends, it bleeds, it stumbles, but it never breaks. And today, I'm gonna show you why it will never fail. Not in your lifetime, not in mine. Well now, pull up a chair, kiddo. Let me talk to you about something folks get all twisted up about every couple of years. This idea that America's done, the economy's finished, the stock market's gonna collapse forever. I've been hearing that since before your daddy was even born. And yet, here we are, bigger, stronger, richer, louder, more inventive than ever. See, the reason people keep making that mistake is simple. They don't understand this country at its core. They don't understand the soil, the spirit, the laws, the culture, the geography, the character of the American people. So let your old Grandpa Leo explain it slow and clear. Why the U.S. economy will never fail. Not in my lifetime, not in yours, and not in your grandkids' lifetimes either. Son, America ain't just land. It's God's country. You know how I can prove it? Look at Coca-Cola. Born in a little pharmacy down south, now it's the drink of the whole world. That's America. Take an idea, sweeten it up, and spread it from Georgia to Japan. And the S&P 500? That's our scoreboard. Every time folks holler that the economy's finished, that chart keeps climbing back higher. Crashes come, recessions hit, but the S&P don't stay down. It rises like a hymn on Sunday morning. Only in God's country can you call your congressman and tell him to hush, sip a Coke while you do it, and watch your retirement grow with the S&P 500. That's freedom, baby. Messy, loud, stubborn freedom. The kind only America's got. All right, y'all, it's time to get rolling. Buckle up them seatbelts and get yourselves ready. 1. The Constitution and legal system. America's unbreakable backbone. America was built on something no other country had at the time. A constitution written to limit power. Not expand it, not centralize it, limit it. We don't have rulers, we have public servants, and we don't have kings, we have checks and balances. Our legal system comes from common law, something the founding fathers borrowed because it creates predictability. Predictability is gold for business. And on top of that, we got federalism. Meaning if one state goes crazy with regulations or taxes, no problem. People and businesses just hop over to the next one. That's why we say, vote with your feet. The system prevents any one man or party from controlling all the levers. That structure alone keeps the American economy alive. But there's more. 2. Armed citizens mean no tyranny. This part folks don't always like to talk about, but your grandpa will. America is the only major nation on earth where the citizens themselves are armed. That means no dictator, no emperor, no wannabe tyrant can ever take full control. The people simply wouldn't allow it. A free economy requires free people. And Americans breathe freedom like oxygen. We don't like being told what to do. Not by kings, not by governments, not by anybody. That stubborn streak, it protects the economy too. T, the American character. Why the stock market always comes back. Let me tell you what makes America unique. We've got this strange mix of traits. High trust culture. People generally tell the truth. Protestant work ethic. means we are honest and ethical. You can't do business with dishonest people. Also, it means we don't wait for the government. We pray and we grind optimism. We believe tomorrow will be better. Consumption. We buy stuff, lots of stuff. Admiration of success. We don't hate wealthy people, we study them. In Democracy in America, a French guy called Alexis de Tocqueville said it back in the 1800s. Americans are preoccupied with physical comfort and forever seeking to improve their condition. That drive for improvement is why the market always recovers. Even when valuations fall, even when recessions hit, Americans get back up. 4. Real-world example. 80 years of massive growth. If I could show you the chart right here in my hands, you'd see. The U.S. stock market has grown for 80 straight years, under Democrats, under Republicans, under good presidents, and terrible ones alike. The market only asks one question. What are the rules going to be? Soon as it figures them out, it adapts. More taxes, businesses restructure, more regulations, they innovate around them. Government giving out licenses and subsidies. Companies rush to get them. Trade problems with China, they change suppliers. That's why the market dips violently the first few days after big announcements, then stabilizes and starts moving up again. Because long-term, adaptation always wins. 5. America's economy is too dynamic to break. You know how dynamic we are? Howard Schultz once wanted Starbucks to be a cozy family place. Wall Street said, nah, make 70% of revenue from drive-through. Boom, Starbucks adapts. Sticker shock from inflation? McDonald's rolls out a $5 value menu. California makes it hard to do business? Companies pack their bags and move to Texas or Tennessee. That's dynamism. That's survival instinct. That's America. 6. The rich don't get hit in crashes. They just move their money. Your grandpa knows the tax code better than most politicians. Here's the truth. The wealthiest people, they rarely pay what regular folks think they pay. Because the system lets you. Own assets instead of income. Use trusts and LLCs. Depreciate real estate. Borrow against investments instead of selling. That structure is 100% legal, and it means the rich keep investing through recessions, which pumps liquidity back into the system. When the wealthy don't panic, the system stays alive. 7. The Federal Reserve. Public face, private hands. You'll never hear this on TV. The Federal Reserve has a public leadership, but it is managed like a private institution. That means it does not answer to the White House. It does not stop operating when politicians argue. It can act quickly and independently. That stability is one of the main reasons the US dollar became the world's currency. 8. Geography. America was blessed by God Himself. Look at the map. 2 oceans for protection. Direct access to Europe and Asia. The Mississippi River, the most important internal waterway system on Earth. Fertile land. Every climate. Abundant natural resources. You couldn't design a better place if you tried. Trade is easy. Defense is easy. Agriculture is easy. Logistics are a dream. That advantage compounds every single generation. 9. American exceptionalism in science, arts, and industry. Why does America lead the world in tech innovation, Nobel Prizes, music, cinema, aerospace, global brands, medical breakthroughs, entrepreneurial culture? Because we reward experimentation, we tolerate failure, we applaud outcasts, inventors, and dreamers. Other countries produce geniuses. America gives them a runway. 10. America keeps the world running. Let me break it down real simple. Japan is rich because we buy their cars. Spain is rich because we buy their wine, olives, tourism. Russia is rich because USA buys their resources. Middle East is rich because we buy oil. Peru is rich because we buy their minerals. Colombia is rich because we buy their coffee and flowers. China is rich because we buy everything they manufacture. If Americans stop buying, half the world collapses. We are the engine. We are the demand. We are the market. 11. Comparing economies. America is still number US GDP, over 27 trillion. China, about 17 trillion. Japan, about 4 trillion. Germany, about 4 trillion. America is larger than the next 3 countries combined. That gap is not closing. It's expanding. And our stock market, worth more than half of the world's total market capitalization. 12. Reality check. Recessions are normal. Now don't misunderstand me. Recessions are real. Crashes are real. Asset prices fall. People panic. News channels scream. But no economy, none, grows forever in a straight line. Dips are part of the system. Corrections are medicine. Remember, no crash has ever stopped America. Not in 1929, 1973, 1987, 2000, 2008, 2020. Every single time, the market recovered and hit new highs. 13. Why the U.S. economy will never fail. Let me summarize it for you, kiddo. A constitution that limits power, a legal system that encourages business, a culture that celebrates success, a population that refuses tyranny, a work ethic unmatched anywhere on earth, a geography blessed by God, a market that adapts instantly, a currency trusted worldwide, a military that guarantees global stability, a consumer base that drives global demand, a wealthy class that reinvests during crises, a scientific and entrepreneurial spirit that reinvents industries, and a stock market that reflects all of this. Put all that together and you get a country that bends but does not break, a market that drops but always rises, a people who may fight, complain, argue, but never, ever quit. That's why the U.S. economy will never fail. Not because it's perfect, but because it's dynamic. It adapts, it survives, it grows, it rebounds, it reinvents itself, just like its people. And as long as America stands, the market stands with it. America ain't just dirt on a map, it's an idea. Only place on God's green earth where you can ring up your congressman, tell him to hush his mouth and not end up behind bars. And only here can a poor man choose, sweat it out at the gym or eat his way to 600 pounds. That's freedom, baby. Messy, loud, stubborn freedom. Now go write that down somewhere, kiddo. You're gonna want to remember it next time the news starts scaring everybody again.